Hello future tech leaders, I am Sindhuja. Based on my own experience, I know that learning the right skills can shape our future. What if I say learning was as thrilled as the tech world itself? There we go. At CloudFoundation, that's exactly what you will experience. From day one, you will be immersed in the interactive sessions and expert-led courses that covers most of the widely used technologies in the zone of data science to cloud computing, which brings more light to the life of a techie. I'm so excited to help you and unlock the true potential of a technology. Well, then why to wait? Let's see what it unfolds.
If you want to remove any unused page, or if you want to remove the page in a clipboard, if you want to delete a page, then you will use remove and you will give a page name here. The remove is just to remove a value from a clipboard. Got it right? Remove. Remove is very simple. Just to delete whatever the page you want to remove from a clipboard, you will remove that page. Or if you want to remove some property, like if you want to remove first name, then what you have to do, you have to use this entire context like this. Then it will remove that particular property from a clipboard like this. If you just gave like this, then it will remove entire customer ID page. It will remove entire customer ID page. Remove understood right. Update page. What is the update page? If you see, when I select an update page, it is showing child steps also. It is showing child steps also. Let us discuss what is an update page. Update page is nothing but whenever you are copying a data from one page to another page. See, we have a single pages, right? We have a, if you open a clipboard. If I open a clipboard, if I want to copy a data from vehicle information page to customer ID page. If I want to copy data from vehicle information page to customer ID page, then how actually I will give? I can use set method also. And I can use update page also. Here I will use like this. PID customer. From this page, I am updating this page. And the properties I will not give like this. I will give here. If you click on dot here, you can see all the properties and customer ID is coming, right? I will give you account ID. I am update. After that, I will add. Every time I need not give PEGA customer ID account ID. PEGA customer ID full name. Every time I need not give that PEGA customer ID. Single time I will give on a parent level. In a 2, I will give the page, what page I am updating, and below I will give all the properties. What properties I was making a change. You understand it. Update page. See if suppose this is considered as an like a noun. Now, in the sense you will use your very type above as PEGA customer ID. PEGA customer ID. This will be like pronoun. Like you will use he or she in English. Similarly, you will use once you will give it on the top. After that, you will actually give it in the below. Whatever the properties you want to make a changes on a particular page, you will give it on the below. Single properties. And you will set a value here. Value again, you can set it string like this. String, or you can refer it like this. Or you can set it from different pages, like PEGA vehicle information. You want to mention that PEGA vehicle information on pages and classes tab. See, it is coming. PEGA vehicle information. Again, if you keep on dot, you will get all the properties on vehicle information. Make color model here and all. You can set it like this. like PEGA CSA vehicle information on color. And again you will add one more thing. What again you will do? You will set one more property like dot, something called PEGA CSA vehicle information. If you know that every time you will set from symbol this page only. If you know all the values on the source, you will be setting from PEGA vehicle information only. Then you will do with values from. This one also you will give here. This PEGA vehicle information. This one also you will give it here. What happens? You will get all the properties that is present in PEGA vehicle information. You understand the difference. Why? If you want to copy value from one page to another page, you will use update page. First thing, how to do? How to configure an update page? If you know that every time you will update a particular page from a particular page, like if you are updating this particular page, every time you will update this page from this page only, the value that is present on this page only. Then you will use this with values. Or else you will actually manually update each and every property like this. Like this. Again, if you keep on dot. Again, if you keep dot and click down arrow, all the properties inside it you will get. Update page is good, right? Update page is used to actually manipulate our data on a single page. Let's do that. Suppose we are not giving anything after dot. It will throw an error. Because multiple value, it will search right. If here we are giving just dot, if I didn't give anything, actually it will not save. If it saved also at the runtime, you will get an error. Correct. This is unable to specify the path where it's going to search right. Correct. Why this is coming here? What is what you may? This is in a different class. That's why there's some rules at issues. This isn't PEGA processing. This is in a different internal rules. That's right. That's why we are getting these many errors. I'm just refreshing. You lose all the changes. You understand the difference, right? Set and update page are almost similar. If you want to update as an entire base, then you will use update page for your convenience. That's it. You can use set also. But for convenience, you will use update page. Any questions till now? Set update page and remove. We have discussed 3 methods. Now let's go to a different one. What is the next? Next one is applied data transfer. What is applied data transfer? If you want to call one data transfer from another data transform, then you will use applied data transfer. Suppose there is a one data transfer which is reusable, means that this is generic data transfer. You have one. See, here they are calling. Here they are calling. They are using applied data transfer. And they are invoking this data transfer first. How it will work is like if there are any steps in the below. It will call this data transfer first. It will execute this data transfer. After that, it will execute the below steps. First, what it will do? It will execute all the steps that is present in this particular data transfer. If I open this data transfer, you can see there are some steps and conditions, right? It will execute this one. It will source like this. And then what it will do? It will come back to. The control will come back this particular data transfer. And then it will execute the below steps. Upgrade data transfer is to call one data transfer from another data transfer. You have two icons here. This is called crosshair icon. Let me write it down. It is called crosshair. Crosshair. Crosshair icon. Crosshair icon. Crosshair icon is to open the rule. If you are referencing some rule here, if you click on this crosshair icon, it will open that particular rule. And you have one more icon called gear icon. This is called a gear icon or settings icon. If you click on this gear icon, it will open an expression builder. I will tell you why this expression builder is required. Here it has opened like this. Here it is. If you click on here, it will open an expression builder. This is an expression builder. I will tell you why this expression builder is required. Next method, we have discussed it. Remove update page and apply data transfer. You have understand this. This is an interview question again. How do you call one data transfer from another data transform? You will use apply data transform. Apply data transform. You remember the names. And next one is we have sort. Sort which type of properties you will actually sort. Which type of properties you will sort. You cannot sort the single page properties, right? If you have a single record, what else you will sort? If you have a list of records, then only you can sort the data right. If you have a table, then only you can sort it correct. You cannot sort the single record. When you keep a sort here, it will ask for a page list. It will ask for a page list. How sorting will take place generally, how you will do in Java. You will do in Java by looping on some. By looping on some, or you will actually loop on some iterations or some page or some list of records, and then you will compare the records. You will compare, right? Some value will compare and you will actually sort it correct. Inside PEGA you will do. Inside Java you will do like that, right? You have to loop it. You have to compare the value with all the values. If it is actually greater than all the values, you will actually store it on somewhere else. You will store it on somewhere or something, right? But in PEGA, what you will have to, how it will work is like, if you give a sort here, it will ask for a page list. Page list is page list property, and you need not write any piece of code. You have to click on this gear icon. If you click on this gear icon, it will ask for a properties on what P. On what property you need to sort. Suppose Bueno, Robert de Villanova. Is there any counts that you can use here? It's open. And finally, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.